XP Realty. I'm really excited to be interviewing our next local business here in the Foothills. I think with officially winter behind us and springing through right into summer, it seems like the last couple of days, the weather has changed a lot. I think this is the perfect opportunity to showcase this amazing business in the Diamond Valley area. So I have with me Natalie Gomersall, who is the owner of Lavish Canvas Glamping. And she's going to tell us about what she has to offer with her amazing and cool business here. So Natalie, why don't you tell us a little bit?
We offer glamping services. We have 5 glamping tents. This is our 16-foot, 200 square foot tent. And we have a queen size bed here, proper bed. In this one, we've got a couch, a table to sit out, some heaters and some games and activities that you can't see. We can fit up to 6 people in this tent. And then we have other smaller ones that we can fit up to 4, more if you've got little children. And then we have a really big 700 square foot event tent, and it's beautiful, and it's still the same, from the same company and the same kind of fabric and
layout.
Yeah, same sort of layout. We've got this sort of funky boho festival vibe.
I love it. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, but we can change things about a bit too. I do a lot of weddings and things where I go for the more sort of muted, the blushes and the peaches, and then they look at this and they're like, no, we want that. So you know, I kind of work with people, but then they trust me to do things.
Come up with the ideas.
Yeah.
So what's something that people might not know about what you do?
I've done everything. I've done a lot of proposals.
Wow, yeah.
They all said yes. Lots of prizes.
Well,
it's been so nice. Done bachelorettes, weddings where the bride will get ready in the tent, and then we'll have the bed there so that you know, it's the bridal suite at night. We've had festivals, but mostly backyard, just like backyard rentals. This one is for a big backyard because you need a little bit more square footage for the pegs to go out.
Right.
But our 13-foot ones are the most popular ones. We've got 3 of those, and some of them have ceilings that you can't see in the picture, you know, on the camera. But this one is a stargazer tent, so it's got light coming through, which you can cover, so you're not woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning by the sun. But you can see the stars, so it's great.
Beautiful.
So a lot of people do it just for family events. We started in COVID. Well, we started the year before COVID, just on weekends, just dabbling, and then I got more tents as COVID came, and
it just exploded.
Oh my gosh, I mean, I have to say staycation was my favorite word. But in the summer, we're really booking up. Weekends, super book up. Yes, yeah.
Awesome. You must have many, I'm sure, but what is one memorable customer experience that you have that you could tell us about?
I think my most memorable one, that sort of last year, was a lot of weddings were postponed because of COVID.
Right.
And some were actually really worked beautifully because they were big weddings that they decided to have small in a backyard. So that worked for me and for them, and it was really lovely. But this beautiful young woman had her wedding was postponed, and then she got really sick, and she had an illness that really floored her. Like I didn't know if she would even make it.
Oh my goodness.
And she, I knew I'd cry. And she did.
Yes.
And her fiance, they got married, but they did it very quietly, and they got married and then had a surprise tent in the backyard, and she had her friends over to celebrate the fact that she was getting better, and she got married, and it was just like they had I also have a projector if people want to use that. We can project movies against the walls and stuff.
Cool.
And so they had that. They had a girls' night. They didn't actually have the bed. We just had loads of cushions and activities and the fireplace. It's so lovely to be able to do that.
What do you see for the future, you know, over the next couple of years?
These tents last years and years and years. So I've got many more years left in these tents, and I add one per year. This year I'm not, because I added a couple last year. So I'm quite happy to stick with my 6 tents at the minute. In the next couple of years, I don't know.
No, that's okay. I see a really great future. I mean, you've only been in the Foothills. You've only been in Diamond Valley for a year.
I've done the big move,
right?
And I just want to settle here. We do actually have a Foothills discount. We always have a Foothills discount. We do 10% off for anyone in Foothills area. But also we have a midweek special at a local campground that I'm not going to say. But if you want to book it, you want to ask me, just call me and I'll tell you. And that's Tuesday to Thursday, so Tuesday night and Wednesday nights. You arrive on Tuesday, leave on Thursday. And it's 10-12 minutes from Black Diamond, Turner Valley. So you have to guess which campground. We set up one of our tents, 40% off our regular pricing.
Wow,
So
okay.
it's really cool.
Yes.
Plus you get a camp kitchen. So we set up a kitchen with a camp stove and dishes, whatever. You don't have to bring anything except your pillows and your food.
Right.
And
some change of clothes.
And change clothes, yeah. Please don't. Yeah. And that's it. So it's really nice for people who have out of town visitors that want to come and do that. Great for teachers because they're off for the summer, and so it's a really good thing for
That's a great idea.
For people who have jobs or just to have a mental health break from your job. And
so you do gift certificates as well?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, we
perfect.
do gift certificates. We do all kinds of things like that. And we're really good at surprises, helping with surprises.
Yes.
We are partnering with Rollick with e-bikes, so people can come down here and get an e-bike. With the market to get charcuterie, so I can bring it with me.
Okay, very cool.
So I could, even if people are, getting their tent set up in Calgary or in De Winton or something, I can bring that with me too. So yeah,
awesome.
So it's a lot. I'm really partnering up with a lot of businesses here, which is fantastic.
So I'm sure everyone's wondering, where are you originally from?
I know I have a funny blended accent. I'm from England. That's actually where I came up with these tents that I have are a British company. But when I was in the UK, I used to when my kids were younger and we lived in Calgary and Vancouver. But when I lived in Calgary, I would take my kids over to the UK in the summer for 2-3 weeks to visit family and friends. And go to festivals. And UK festivals, there's nothing like a UK festival.
Anything in Europe,
it
really,
is,
right?
they're amazing. And that's kind of how I felt this sort of vibe. Of,
So apart from going to festivals, what are some other things that you like to do outside of work?
I do face painting.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I do as a job too. I work in childcare in my off season, which is about to end.
Aww, my little guy's gonna miss you.
I know, I'll miss him too. He's so lovely. And you know what? I like walking to the pub. It's just down the road.
Yes.
Right now, I just like entertaining. I just like having my friends down from Calgary come to visit, that kind of thing.
Natalie, what are some ways that people can contact?
I have a website, lavishcanvas.com. I'm quite busy on Instagram. I do post quite a lot on there, and not so much on Facebook, but I just let my Instagram posts go to Facebook. So at Lavish Canvas on Instagram, Lavish Canvas Glamping on Facebook.
Okay.
So all the information's on there, pricing is on there. Availability isn't on there because I like people to book through me, because I need to know like the size of your yard, where you live, deal with the logistics. I hire locally. Last year I had 2 Diamond Valley young people working for me and 2 in Calgary. So if I was working in Calgary, they could meet me there. Diamond Valley, they would hop in my truck with me and we'd all go off to wherever and set up tents. So I will be hiring soon. That's all. We just really want to make it an experience for people.
And I'm sure that our skies are much clearer than those that you would find in the city. So if you're in the foothills and you have the opportunity to have this tent in your yard, you can experience it in a different way than most people would, right?
Exactly.
Well, thank you again, Natalie.
Thanks, Monica.
For your time and for letting us know about your wonderful business. And make sure to go online or book through Natalie just to find out her availability for this spring and summer to get a really cool experience. Okay, thanks everyone.